Well, good afternoon. My name is Edward Gordon,
And I'm Anna Banks.
and we are so glad to be with you another Wednesday afternoon as we have a youth leadership conversation with Anna and Edward. So how are you doing this afternoon, Anna?
I am doing great. It's raining outside a little bit, but I don't know. It seems to be doing that every afternoon.
Yes. My garden is getting a lot of good watering, so I'm excited about it. I'm also excited about this ebook, You Will Thank Us. And over the last couple of weeks, there's been several people that have been downloading the ebook. I'm just so excited about the response that is coming in. And I'm just going to share on the screen how everyone can get a copy of this exciting ebook that is helping schools as well as parents learn more about how to promote leadership amongst teens. And you can go to the website Thrive Inc. THRIVEINC .leadingthebest.com and /SUEB0008. And that link I will leave on the screen for a couple more minutes as you take it down. But if you go to that site, you'll be able to get a complimentary copy of this amazing ebook, You Will Thank Us. And this afternoon, Anna is going to share a little bit more about the third part of this book. It's about a list of leadership skills to teach youth and teens. So I'm going to turn it right over to you, Anna, to share a little bit more about this section with the audience.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Edward. Well, as adults, parents, teachers, people in the community, we've heard, talk about teaching kids leadership skills. We've all talked about it. We've heard about it. And yet, whether you are a teacher, a parent, or some other type of caregiver, you have probably tried to think about how you are going to instill these leadership skills in your teens and in your youth. Well, I have a basic list today that will kind of help you with that. It's only going to be six key points around which you can start to train your youth and your teenagers. So the first one is independent thinking. Now, independent thinking it's really extremely important. Why is that? It keeps a lot of your young people and your teens from joining gangs, from making some poor decisions, because they can think for themselves. So independent thinking is the first leadership skill that I encourage parents, caregivers, teachers to start to train their young people with. The second one is responsibility. Now, responsibility needs to be age appropriate. And so give your children responsibilities for as early as you possibly can. I can remember, I know even though it seems like forever ago, I still had to get up every morning and make up my bed. So there was no leaving your room in disarray. You needed to make up your bed, and that was part of that skill. It was very age appropriate. So think of some of the things that your youth and your teenagers can do that's age appropriate, that gives them a sense of responsibility. The third one is fairness. Now, this one can sometimes be a little concerning for adults and for caregivers, and that's because they don't want to think that they're giving their young person too much permission. But the thing is, when you are fair with them and you give them appropriate responsibility, and then you also listen to them, which is one of the things that we talked about last week, you'll find that being firm but being caring will make a big difference. And they will start to notice that, mom and dad or Mrs. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so is still pretty fair. The third one is negotiation. Now, I know some 2-year-olds that can negotiate better than some adults. And they just do it so naturally. And yet, by the time they get to be about 5 or 6 years old, they stop so much with the negotiation. And yet, negotiation skills are extremely important skills for an upcoming or a growing leader. So teach them about negotiation skills. Allow them to talk things through so that they can start to think logically. Okay, the fifth is organization. Now, what do I mean by this organization? Teach your children to prioritize. That also goes along with, making good decisions. As they start to prioritize things, that helps to keep them organized too. Just getting their homework done and all of those type of things. And then the last point is communications. Communication is an extremely important leadership skill that you can immediately start to train your young people with. First of all, just by encouraging them to share their thoughts. So if you're just starting out, thinking about what you're going to do to teach or to instill some leadership skills in your young person or in your team, just think about those 6 things: independent thinking, responsibility, fairness, negotiation, organization, and communication. So that's our tip for today. I hope that you'll find that is valuable, because we really want to make sure that we raise a new generation of responsible leaders.
Well, thank you very much, Anna, for sharing the information from the ebook. You Will Thank Us. And again, on the screen is the link that everyone can go to and download their complimentary copy of the ebook. Again, it's thriveinc.leadingthebest.com/SUEB0008. Again, thriveinc.leadingthebest.com/SUEB0008. And once again, it's a pleasure for Anna and I to come every week to share these leadership tips for the teenagers and our youth. And if you would like to reach out to us, and you have some questions about improving the youth leadership in your organization, it can be your school, it can be your church, youth serving organizations, community organizations serving youth, please reach out to us. Our email address is on the screen. Again, it's waveyouthleadershipnj@gmail.com. Again, you can email us at waveyouthleadershipnj@gmail.com. Myself, Edward Gordon, and Anna Banks, we are here to support you as you serve the youth in these various communities. So once again, thank you for tuning in for this brief broadcast of Youth Conversations with Anna and Edward. See us next week, next Wednesday at 1:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a wonderful afternoon, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.